It was one of the most productive, richest marine habitats on the planet. And then humans arrived.
There are very few places in the world that have life like we have here in the Hauraki Gulf.
We do see the Hauraki Gulf as a living thing to be treasured.
When early Māori were fishing for crays, all they needed to do was shuffle along the reef until they stood on one, pick it up, fling it onto the beach, and they'd be picking up a dozen crays in 15 minutes.
We're talking about hectares and hectares of fish.
Our Gulf in that time was abundant. We'd use crayfish shells for dog kennels.
Between 1950 and today, there's been a huge collapse. The shape of the graph just goes.
And we're going, what's wrong? Something's wrong here.
Everything looks hunky-dory. It's not until you get under the waves where you start to see where we've absolutely wrought devastation. It's a graveyard out there.
They'll just get two boats, they'd get a chain, and they'll just drag them through and smash up those reefs. And so they could trawl, and that's why you see in the Hauraki Gulf now, most of it is soft, muddy sediment.
We're eating the Hauraki Gulf to death.
The state of the Hauraki Gulf is continuing to slowly erode away.
There are places in some parts of the world that have been so heavily fished, there's no commercial fishing possible because all they catch is jellyfish. If we keep putting this sort of pressure on the Hauraki Gulf, that's all we'll be left with. So I just want people to realise that that's the consequence of continuing to put this kind of pressure on a marine environment.
It's at the tipping point, and if we don't do something very quickly, we're going to lose a whole bunch of different animals from that, and that's going to affect everybody.
The culprits are ourselves. We're not looking after this taonga. We know what we need to do to treasure this beautiful space that we've been given.